Hello, friends, good morning. So, today we are going to discuss Paradise Lost, all books, the major events and occurrences taking place in all the books. Individually, we are going to study. It will be the most quickest revision that we can do, and we'll be discussing only the important occurrences that have taken place in each book from examination point of view. So first thing first, let me introduce Paradise Lost. Most of us already know that Paradise Lost is the greatest epic considered in English literature, and it is created by who is the author of Paradise Lost 12 books, John Milton. So it has been published in two parts. First, when it was published in 1667, it had only 10 books, and later, when Paradise Lost came in 1674, we had 12 books. Let's begin with book 1. Milton in Paradise Lost 1, book 1. He begins the book with a prologue, and he performs the traditional epic task of invoking the muse, and he states his purpose. The name of the muse is quite often asked. It is Urania. It is also called as the heavenly muse. So the tradition is quite similar to what we as Indian have seen in our mythological epics. Then the second point to keep in mind is that Milton gives a description of the poem, and he talks about what is going to happen. One, man's disobedience towards the God. What is that disobedience? Adam and Eve will eat the fruit of knowledge tree that is forbidden by God. Secondly, he talks about the result of this disobedience. He also describes Satan's hell. Milton also talks about, in the conclusion, he concludes the prologue by saying that he will attempt to justify God's ways to man. So this is book 1, wherein we get to see that how Lucifer disobeys or rebels God. And who is Lucifer? Everyone, I think, already knows it at this point of time when examinations have approached, that Satan is Lucifer when he was living in heaven, obeying God, and when he was one of the favorites, God's favorites. But he rebels, and God takes away his name. And when Satan or Lucifer leaves the heaven, with his eloquent speech, he is able to take away one third of God's angels, right? So there is a and he falls down to hell. God restricts them to hell. So this is what we come to know in book 1. Let's quickly come to book 2. Two actions, important actions that now take place in book 2 are: the opening discusses, there is a debate that is going on between the fallen angels, Satan and his allies or his friends. So there is this debate with respect to what course of action they should take next in order to defeat God, rebel against God, in that direction. Second course of action that takes place is, we get to know that Satan multiplies his army, we can say his kingdom, by bringing in sin and death. How sin and death come? We can understand it this way: sin and death are begotten children of Satan. So, say, from Satan's head comes out sin, then Satan and sin, they make relationship, and they begot death. And similarly, that's how they try to multiply their kingdom. Let's talk about book 3, but we'll stop here. I'll make another video that will talk about the consequent uh, books.